So I'm here in one of the libraries here in Tameside with Mike Wallbank. Mike, great to see you.
Hi Mark, yeah.
This is quite an interesting one because this is the behind the scenes of your show, The Show That Time Forgot. And we've come to the library today to see some remarkable behind the scenes bits of how you put the show together.
That's right, yeah, and it's a dual purpose thing because of course I put together the nostalgia page for the Tameside Reporter, and each week that ties in with the year that we feature on The Show That Time Forgot on Sunday afternoon. So the next one that I'm planning is a look back to September 1969, and so completely at random, I don't know what I'm going to see until the reels are on the machine and we start rolling, but here we are with some of the stories that were happening, 54 years ago in my hometown of Denton. Headlines including tougher parking controls ahead, so not a lot changes really, does it? I mean, those are the kind of stories that are timeless. There's always issues like that.
I think one of the great things about what we're seeing here today is these are the original papers from years and years ago, because there's not many originals hanging around anymore, are there?
No, it's difficult to access the paper copies from such a long time ago. Many years ago they were scanned in and put onto microfilm, which is the system we use now here at Tameside Local Studies and Archives, and which is my go-to place to be able to look back through the years.
So let's have a little look now through some of the pages of the Denton Reporter back over 50 years ago. So some great facilities here, Mike, in terms of going back in time, which is what your show's all about, The Show That Time Forgot. How far do we go back?
The archives actually go back to when the Ashton-under-Lyne Reporter first began in 1855.
Crikey.
Yeah.
When papers were proper broadsheets, I guess.
There may be a slight variation, depending on the district, but the Ashton Reporter certainly started in 1855. I think the Glossop Chronicle was 1859, and other papers may not necessarily have been part of the group at that time, but they were bought out by the Reporter Group, and the Reporter Group ultimately became a series of 15 weekly editions, which it was certainly during the 60s and 70s, and it remained in that broadsheet format with all those different editions until 1986 when it went tabloid.
It's been a great insight. So you can hear Mike Wallbank, The Show That Time Forgot, on Tameside Radio every Sunday from 1 o'clock.
Hey ho, Mike Wallbank here, welcoming you aboard the Time Machine, a whistle-stop trip through the decades. Join me on Sunday for a couple of hours of good old songs and golden memories, the lighter side of the local news from the Tameside Reporter archives, cheery tunes and a whole lot more. Tameside Radio, Sunday afternoon between 1 and 3, The Show That Time Forgot.